This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got play offenses all year long.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. They'll run it. Strong, firm tackle.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Spins away. He's going to get loose. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline,
It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Buffs! The special teams proving worthy of their name. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Here comes the two-point try. They're going to run it. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. What a play there. What a lift that gives. 76 yards. He took the kickoff to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. It's another safety. They get their third one of this game. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield.
The return is brought down at the 48, and the Colorado offense
is coming back onto the field. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about, especially defensive. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's, you scratch my...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Handoff from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
trying to pound it in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
That keeps the score. Colorado, 42.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 16, set to kick it off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Barges ahead. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wants to throw. Coming after. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he'll be brought down. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score.
Ohio State, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Got the quick completion. And he's running in the open. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico.
From the gun, running back on the move.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you need to know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on 1st down from the 28. They're going to ride this running back. At the 40, there he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Line gets set. 1st down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He breaks a tackle. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got a little space. Touchdown, Colorado! And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense.
Colorado.
Take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Complete to start this drive. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 2nd down coming up. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Brown will throw it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Hard running there. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Hey, give the defense a lot of credit on that one. 3rd and about 5. Offense going RPO, so they're really putting you in a bind, but everybody doing a nice job reading their keys, and they're able to stop the back short of the 1st down marker. Big decision coming up here for the offense.
And he will be stopped short or stop himself short of the line to gain. What was he thinking there? Buckeyes. It's back out there. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Power football with the run. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Brown wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play.
Of 10.
1st down.
Good enough.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Sweet spin. Touchdown, Buffs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Here comes the 2-point try. Tries to surge it in. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing.
Got a lot of running room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. From the gun, the running back has it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll try the right side. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D1... I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the defense seeing it. They knew the ISO was coming right downhill. They went and met it. You got to go meet that guy in the backfield, meet those pullers in the backfield, make that thing go out wide where it's not supposed to go. Then the defense swarms to the football, gets the tackle for a loss.
Smacks him with the stiff arm. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out there inside the horseshoe.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same.
Colorado.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Brown will throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The give from the gun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up with some.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Buckeyes will punt this one away.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The Buffaloes will keep this drive going.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, shooting up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, we got to stop the run.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pirouette on the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes look to do some damage in the red zone. The give to the left side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Colorado! And the pummeling has started. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Worked on the touchdown, might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They've been able to put together nothing. Now 3rd and long from their own 1. Running to the left. Running with power. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Barishnikov should be so sweet. And the returner is stopped. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Buffs! And the punishment has been extended. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Brown wants to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the beatdown has ensued. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to power it in. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would dominate him and completely shut him down the way they have. Negative rushing yards in the game for this guy. You cannot say enough just about how physical this defense has been, playing with a chip on their shoulder all game long to shut him down.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Touchdown, Colorado! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it back from inside his, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Touchdown, Bucks! And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Hauls it in at the 25.
The returner brings it out to the 34. And the Colorado offense will take over.
First down for this offense. The give to the back. Shakes off the tackler. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying the left side. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Got room at the 35. Afterburners coming.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently, almost...
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the pummeling has started.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
They knock him down at the 2, and what a return to put him right on the doorstep. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Brown wants to pass. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Colorado! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to pound their way in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. Brown will throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Slams ahead. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Looking to move it through the air. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.